Hello and welcome to the daily. Oh my God, leaks, 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 leaks. Everything is leaks, Ryman. Everything.
Should we get a plumber?
Yes, yes. The boat is sinking. Help, help, leaks, leaks.
Oh
leaks.
no!
Also, I've noticed a small bug in this version of the podcast tool. I can't easily flip while moving. I need to fix that later.
Oh, okay. Good to know.
But yeah, a big leak. So Namco did a very silly. There's a build of the game playable right now at an event in Melbourne, and they kind of just sent them a more recent build of the game by accident. It might even be the final build of the game. That's a pretty silly mistake. So yeah, there's leaked screenshots and videos. I won't be showing those videos and screenshots here because Namco have been taking down a lot of this stuff as they appear on YouTube. So I have made a safe version of this. I have made my own fake version of the leak.
I mean, you don't want Sectus to disappear, do you?
No, no,
do you?
No, that would be very sad. That would be very upsetting. So this is pretty accurate to what the leaks look like.
What have you done to Raphael?
It's his glasses. They gave him glasses. He's got glasses now. He doesn't have a hat though, but he's got glasses.
The frames look wooden, and this. Oh my gosh!
I just used the first royalty-free image I could find of sunglasses, so that was pretty fitting.
Oh my god!
So yeah, Raphael and Cervantes. The S is kind of cut off here, but yeah. Yeah.
No,
yeah.
This is his twin brother Servant.
And we could also see where all the characters are on this character select screen. So I'll add that quickly here. If I click on the right thing, there we go. So it basically looked like this.
Ooh.
And one very interesting thing to notice that a slot here and slot here, they look like these small dots.
Yeah, they literally removed these circles. What? Why?
Yeah, those circles are like these big circles are now these small dots. And just to quickly say what some of these characters represent in case people are confused. This is Astaroth. This is as well Raphael, Kratos, and everyone else should be pretty obvious who they are.
Mm-hmm.
And this is what we see in the leaked screenshots. The big question is like, why are these suddenly now small dots?
Yeah.
And we can notice there's no Tira here, who is Day 1 DLC. So
yeah.
That makes it pretty obvious. Like these dots, they're all proper character slots, and Tira is supposed to be in one of them. Let's just say she's supposed to be there. That's what it is.
Yeah. Okay. But man, like these dots here make sense. These two. These don't make sense. Like they're outside the circle.
Yeah, they don't really fit well in. I think one bad theory, which is I think has a big possibility to be true, is that these 3 slots right now might actually represent the 3 remaining DLC characters in this boss, and besides that, this is the roster, and also Infernus probably like unlocked in the middle slot after beating the story mode. I feel like this is a very likely possibility.
So there's going to be gaps on the character select screen from launch.
Yeah, I find the whole thing puzzling because they had a very easy solution to this. Well, assuming this is true, and assuming these 3 slots are DLC, what they could have done is that. Do you remember the version of the character select screen, the very first version they showed back in January?
I believe so. Like the full circles were there; they just weren't filled in with character portraits.
Yeah, they. I want to say they added these 2 small circles. They added the corner slots, I think it was.
Yeah, I think so.
They could have just kept those slots completely invisible and only added them when you own the DLC. I feel like the fact that you have slots which are blank will just make people annoyed. Because it's very obviously, oh yeah, this is something that won't be filled in once you have DLC. I don't know what other possibilities. I mean, I guess there's a chance the leaks were wrong. The base roster is actually bigger than we think, and maybe these 3 slots are new like characters for the base roster, and then there will be added new slots when you have the DLC.
I can't say I have too much faith in that theory.
Yeah, especially since we are getting closer and closer to the release of the game. I don't think they have that much left to announce character-wise.
Yeah.
I think another possibility which has some reason to be correct is that Wang and Lisbon are part of the roster, and Thierry is one of these corner slots, and then this is another DLC character, and maybe 2 more will be here and here.
Or maybe top circles? I don't know.
Maybe. Like, the corner, these slots are so awkward because once you select a character and you get the color selection menu, it actually obscures these 2 slots.
Yep.
Does that mean that you can grief people? Does that mean that, let's say that I am playing against you, we are choosing our characters. Talim is for some reason here, and I then choose my own character without selecting a color, and then you can't choose Talim until I select a color. Is that really going to be possible to like grief people in such a silly way?
I doubt it'll prevent you from selecting. It's just you won't be able to see, but you can still move to that slot probably.
Yeah, that's true. It just seems like very obviously bad UI design.
Yeah, it does seem weird. I mean, another thing is that I know it's kind of a tradition to have the random be like a selectable option on here, but you have a lot of buttons on a traditional gamepad. You could make random character just like some button that you don't press very often and not have it take up a character slot space.
Yeah, I want to say I've seen games do that as well.
Exactly.
So what do you think about the Cervantes and Raphael designs? Do you like his glasses?
Well, looking at his actual glasses, they do look kind of weird. I mean, not as weird as this, but hey. Oh yeah, so I guess we should mention the leaked version. He doesn't have his hat.
Yeah,
he's gone hatless, and
it does look like kind of a more flamboyant version of his Soul Calibur 2 outfits, kinda.
Although with additional cape.
Yeah, like a half cape thing.
No, I think it's 2. Looking at the picture, I think it's 2 slits, 2 separate slits for each shoulder.
Oh yeah. I think you're right. That's a great design.
Yeah, I've seen some sign downers in Warframe that look like that. It's kind of weird.
But I think his design is okay. Like I'm not a huge fan of the glasses, but I'll leave it. And I will do a full comparison where we see everything once these characters actually formally announced.
Yes.
And Cervantes, well, he looks very much like Cervantes, just more undead, basically. He looks very pale, like he's got weird-looking eyes.
It's a weird-looking, insignia on his chest.
I think this is definitely, his version after he got killed off in Soul Edge, and now he's, resurrected to be a ghost. A ghost!
Back from the dead, yeah.
So I'll mention some quick things I noted while looking at the leaked stuff. So there was a little bit of footage showing a list of all the moves for Raphael, and there were placeholder texts in that. So I wonder if that's a sign that this build wasn't actually the final build after all, or maybe this is something they were planning to fix in a day 1 patch. Maybe they saw the dummy text as a shippable bug.
Yeah.
And
shippable bugs.
There was a menu option visible in the training mode called Combat Lessons. That kind of sounds like some kind of tutorial thing.
Oh yeah.
And some quick things about Raphael's moveset. It seems to be larger than his Soul Calibur 5 moveset. His basic B string has 4 attacks rather than 3. That seems to be a very common thing with this game, where they are increasing their basic A or B strings with 1 attack. It looks like he can do reversal edge while in preparation stance. I think that's a very quick way of him to enter the shadow evade stance. And it looks like he has 2 new stances, and one of those could be one of the stances they had removed from Soul Calibur 4. I mean, he was lacking it in Soul Calibur 5. It was something he had in 4.
Okay.
But yeah, I don't think I have too much to say about this leak right now because I mean it's just corresponding so much with leaked information in the past.
They can't keep secrets.
And now another question is like, is this roster true or is this version true? Like that's a big question.
Sadly, I think this version is probably the more accurate one.
And then the remaining question is who the DLC characters are, and one of them is heavily suggested to be a guest character.
Now, who could the guest be? Will they go the same route as Geralt and have it be from another franchise that Bandai Namco has published at one point or another? Or will they cross over with another company's character?
They could do with Tekken 7 and the new guest character there and not have it be someone from the video game world.
Who's Soul Calibur going to get from The Walking Dead then?
I feel like 2B would be such an obvious character for them to choose. But the question is if they made this deal with whoever this guest character is before Nier Automata got released, because 2B was completely unknown until that game got released, and that game is rather newish. That was released, I want to say, April of last year.
I think so.
And it's possible they made they had already settled on the roster before then.
Time will tell.
But besides that, I'm not sure what other guest character it would be.
And then it just leaves who are the other two DLC characters going to be. I mean, I know you want one of them to be a specific character.
Yeah, it would be nice to see Cassandra return, but I don't know. I think it's pretty safe to say that those will probably be returning characters. I'll be very surprised if they have all new characters in DLC. But I mean, there are many characters for them to choose from. I mean, we have two of them right here. And
yes.
I think Yun Sung is another obvious one. Amy, Hilda, Setsuka, Cassandra, Li Long. Okay, maybe not Li Long. He has probably a low chance. I would also say Rock has a fairly low chance. And like maybe, I don't know, maybe they would actually bring back one of their Soul Calibur 5 characters like Zwei or Viola. There's many for them to choose from. And unfortunately, it's more than 2.
Yeah.
It would be nice if they had like 10 slots here, which would be a DLC and like unknown. Then I would feel more hopeful.
Is there anyone who was like high up on the popularity poll that is not here? That we haven't mentioned?
Hold on, I can find the list very quickly. I have many notes for everything. So you're talking about the Facebook poll, right, from 3 years ago?
Yeah, I think that's the one.
Highest, which is unannounced. Oh, you want to know the highest on this list, which is unannounced, Ryman?
Okay.
Cassandra. Number 12, Cassandra. It's actually kind of funny, like 12, 13, 14 are all characters we don't know are in Soul Calibur 6. Cassandra, Amy, and Yun Sung.
Okay.
And then you have to go further down to have another character which is unannounced. Number 20, which is Setsuka. And then Huang and Hilda 23 and 24.
Right. Well, I have a hunch that either Huang or Yun Sung is one of those because we don't have a curved sword user in the roster yet.
Yeah, it would be a weird thing for them to skip, but they were willing to skip that move style in Soul Calibur 5.
Yes, exactly. So it would be a mistake to skip it again.
I feel like Hilda is always a big, obvious missing style. I have some other quick things I can mention beside the leak about Raphael and Cervantes.
Okay.
There was actually 2 notes I kind of forgot to mention in the previous podcast. Like they were part of my notes and I just somehow missed them.
Okay.
Do you remember in a previous podcast we looked at Libra of Soul screenshots and we noted there was a scale thingy bottom right?
Think so.
And we were pondering, hey, maybe that's like a morality system thing.
Oh, right. Yes.
Well, it is confirmed. It is a morality meter thing, and and it'll go up and down based on what choices you make during the story mode.
Decision.
And DualShockers had a question in an interview to Okubo where they asked about why they decided to go with the amount of fan service we're seeing in the game. and Okubo said that since they feel like the Soul Calibur brand is in such a crisis, they feel like they don't have that much to lose, so they're just going with whatever they want to do in the game. In other words, they like a lot of cleavage, so they add a lot of cleavage.
Right. Okay.
And a few new thingies which has been revealed the past few days. There was a Famitsu article which confirmed that when creating a Create a Soul character, you can choose Geralt style. Which is new for the franchise. You could not choose the styles of the guest characters in 4 or 5.
Interesting.
That's a neat thing. And the official site is teasing another mode in the game. It has a page where you can select info about the story modes, and there's like a third thing which is blanked. So maybe there's a big third mode in the game. Let's see. I'll quickly delete these thingies and then here. Yeah, they showed this.
2 tiers? What's going on?
This is Jolly Tira. This is Greeny Tira.
Okay.
So yeah, she's talking to herself. She's a little bit, slightly, very much, completely insane.
Right.
This is the first glimpse we've seen of her story mode.
Okay.
There's also this. You can choose thingies.
Huh. Alright.
Super.
What do you want to ask about? Do you want to ask about the Evil Seed, the Malfested, your Nightmare, and the Headache, or do you not want to ask anything?
Well, I'll avoid the first one because I have a bad feeling he'll pronounce that Evil Sperm. That'll just make me feel awkward.
Right.
I heard the word Malfested too much in 5, so let's skip that.
Right.
You know what? I'll just not ask about it.
Okay. In that case, I should go.
Oh no! Oh no! Okay, bye, Ryan.
Hi, I'm back.
Oh yeah.
I just wanted to say I should go.
But yeah, this super confirms that you get to do choices in the Libra of Soul mode.
Okay.
And that's it. That's all the notes I have written down.
Yeah, so keep a note of it in your logs by pressing triangle, apparently.
So yeah, Raphael, Cervantes.
It's official.
I wonder when we'll get the formal reveals.
Yeah, that's the big question at this point.
So there is PAX West happening right now. Maybe there's a small chance they were planning on announcing them during PAX West, and the Melbourne event was supposed to have them playable, just not yet. I don't know. It feels like it's too soon to announce anything more because we had all the Gamescom stuff just happen a week ago.
Yeah, it just feels like we're getting bombarded with up news.
And if these are the remaining characters for them to announce for the base roster, then what are they gonna announce the following month before the game is released?
The second DLC character.
The thing is, if these slots do represent the DLC characters, I feel like there's a chance they will reveal all of the DLC characters before or around launch. Because I feel like it would be bizarre for these slots to be blank like many months after the game's release. I feel like the season pass may actually be released pretty early after the game's released.
The thing is, though, when they announced Tira, they actually had a lot of gameplay footage of her, because she's going to be ready at launch.
Yeah.
But maybe the other DLC characters aren't finished yet?
Yeah, that is true. I'll be very surprised if these are DLC characters, and we have to wait a long time for the DLC characters. That just seems poorly planned.
Yeah.
But yeah, I believe that is it for this short-ish podcast.
Yeah, I think
I
so.
hope people appreciate the amazing fake leak I set up. Proud.
I can't believe those fucking glasses. Oh. Wait, hang on. Oh, I can't wear them.
I'm sorry. But yeah, until next time, bye bye.
Bye.